This year, I'm putting my footprint of to 50 years of my association with the engineering industry and fraternity. For this, I'm very, very grateful to my family member, relatives, and friends and foes, and my colleagues and peers in this industry and associations because they have assisted me in continuing 50 years in the engineering industry, out of which I was employed as an engineer for 32 years, and the rest, about 18 to 19 years, I am in the consultancy. Now, I'm very, very grateful to Consulting Engineering Services, Jacobs Engineers, BMT India, BMT Global, Athenium Partners, Germany, then Universal Consulting, UK, Indian Port Association, Indian Major Port Trust, Projectscape CS, ICA Infrastructure, Canadian Pacific Consultancy Services, Indian Maritime University, the then Indian Institute of Port Management, National Institute of Port Management, and various other organizations. I was associated with Adani's, Ambani's, SR Port, JSW, and many other ports and organizations like Sapurji Palonji, Datta, etc., who have allowed me free hand to work on their behalf as project consultant, as a proof checker, as a designer, the EPC tendering engineer, etc. Now, I have almost spent 18 to 19 years in consultancy after I voluntarily retired from my service in Calcutta Port Trust, Haldia Dock Complex. Now, I personally think this is an achievement. Continuing 50 years in an engineering industry, association, and fraternity is something which I can boast of. I am particularly grateful to Indian Institution of Engineers, Consulting Engineers Association of India, Engineering Council of India, FIDIC, PIANC, Association of International Consultants France, International Seaport India Private Limited, Larsen Toubro India Limited, and many such organizations, an association with which I am associated as fellow, life member, life fellow, and or in something or the other. As far as the consultancy profession is concerned, it is a very, very noble profession, and knowledge process outsourcing job is generally carried out in this domain of work. I am a mechanical engineer with my specialization in bulk material handling in ports in particular. Now, the history of consultancy, people can get acquainted with. If a coffee table book is obtained from the Consulting Engineer Association, which published the book, you may get the background history of consultancy profession in India. Now, presently, the profession is not in very good shape. Various organizations have been amalgamated or sold out or taken over by other organizations. One I can name with which I started my career as a consultant was Consulting Engineering Services India Private Limited, headed by Mr. Sikumar Ghosh, Parthu Ghosh, and Sri Sudhanshu Chakraborty, the three managing directors. The same was sold to Jacobs Engineering recently. Now, working with 100% engineering and an environment is a very, very good luck who possesses it, because you are surrounded only with engineers and not any administrative service officials or general category officers. But as I have experienced in my career with consultancy, of course, still I am continuing and doing all kind of jobs and assignments in consultancy. But I can tell you there are many, many bad elements in our sphere of work who are just cheating and bluffing the clients and or the corporate consulting officials. Now, in general, in a consultancy profession, I think it should be noble. People should be fully honest in their profession, in their domain of work. But I have not 100% satisfied, though I am satisfied with my work, but I am not satisfied the way the consultancy profession is being giving service to the community. It is giving service to the community, but there are compromises. There are submissions to the client's desire, which are not, according to me, are well thought of and good engineering practices. Somewhere people should not compromise, but people are compromising. Another thing is that The bribing was not present in consultancy profession in earlier days. But nowadays, it has become a very bad practice. There are also instances, many instances, where the consulting firms fail to pay or deliberately do not pay the independent consultants, that is, who are not their employed but are hired as independent consultants to work in a team. The payment part is very poor, and most of the consulting firms deliberately do not pay the freelance consultants and professionals their dues in time or in no time. So, my request is, at this juncture of 50 years of my engineering career, I request everybody to rise to the occasion and give proper respect to the senior engineers and professionals who are fairly honest to their commitments. Thank you, gentlemen.